Hey, welcome to my channel, Cooking with Manual Focus, and today we're going to be making some hot and fast ribs. Now we got our smoker, we got to heat it up to 300 degrees. Like I said, we going hot, we going fast, and we got to get these things in our tummy as quick as possible. So we got to get these ribs prepared, and what we're going to do is we're going to take off all that excess fat. That's just gonna be, something that'll burn up in the grill. So we want to get as much of it off as we can. Then we're gonna turn it over on this backside and we're gonna take that skirt off. That skirt is just gonna be a casualty for you, and you will burn up your ribs. Now we're gonna leave that membrane on there, and then we're gonna bind it with some olive oil, because now we're gonna hit it with some seasoning. Now we going in with our barbecue rub, and this is a barbecue rub that I've been working on, but it's not quite ready to release to the public just yet, but be patient, it's coming. Now go with what you know, because this is your ribs, this your house, this your grill. So we gotta go with what we know, right? Now we're going to do the same thing to the front side. This is our presentation side. So we got to make sure that side looks absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to get this thing all seasoned up. And when it's ready to go, just like so, now we're going to put it on that smoker. Now, like I said, we got this thing going at 300 degrees and it's ready to go. And then just remember, the way you lay your meat is the way it's gonna come out. So when it starts stiffening up and it does what it does, then you gotta make sure it's perfect. Now I'm going in with some apple cider vinegar because I want to keep these ribs as moist as possible. Now that was about 20 minutes. Now 45 minutes, the first 45 minutes, I'm gonna hit it with some more apple cider vinegar, and then I'm gonna flip these ribs. So we're gonna cook it on the bone side for 45 minutes, and then we're gonna cook it on the meat side for 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna go back and hit it with some of the apple cider vinegar. And like I said, I want to keep these moist because we want some nice tender ribs. Now we're gonna get this thing prepared because we're gonna wrap this in foil. I got some honey, and then we're gonna go back and hit it with that barbecue rub because we want these to be nice and savory. Now I got my barbecue sauce. I'm going on with that Sweet Baby Ray's along with some butter. And you already know, man, butter makes everything better. So get you a couple of cubes and you're going to put that also in that foil. Now when that second round of 45 minutes is up and your ribs are flexing like that, you ready to go. Now we're going to take this and we're going to wrap this in that foil, and we gonna let these bad boys ride out. Now we gonna take these ribs for additional 45 minutes, let that foil do its thing, and steam these ribs, and they gonna become nice and tender. Now we gonna place this back on that smoker, and like I said, we gonna let this bad boy ride out. Now after that 45 minutes is up, we gonna open this bad boy up. Now I had some other things going on in the background, so I couldn't use my table, so I had to use the grill, right? But always practice precaution and safety. And you can see those ribs are steaming hot, and be careful because those ribs can break on you and then you got a disaster. But we in the game, right? Look at that right there. Now all we gotta do is sauce these ribs. Now I got my barbecue sauce, and we just gonna get these bad boys sauced up, and we gonna let this sauce tack up in that grill not too long, because like I said, we don't want it to burn. We still got it at 300 degrees. We want to take it as long as it tacks up. So about 15 minutes and you in the game, just like that. Look at that right there. That looks absolutely delicious and gorgeous. So now we got to get these off the grill, and as you can see right here, they're already tender. You seen that bone fall off, right? Now like I said, the only thing that we got to do now is get it cut up. Man, those look absolutely amazing. Now we got to get these cut up. Now I didn't trim these ribs. Like I said, I wanted to have these hot and fast, so normally I would square these ribs up, but I just kept those rib tips on there because it's all good eating, right? You see that bark right there? That looks absolutely amazing. They juicy, they tender, they're ready to go. Now all we got to do is get us bad boy a taste test.
And you already know what we got to do. We got to get our taste test in. Now that's tender, flavorful.
Now it's time for me to roll out.